Hey y'all, and welcome back. I am feeling much better today. I think you can probably tell. I'm still a little red, like my face is just reacting to something today. I don't know what, but that's okay. We're gonna go ahead and just move on with today's video. I'm really excited today because this video is in collaboration with Rachel, whose handle on YouTube is AchelTheGreat. I'll have her name right here. And we decided that it would be a fun challenge to pick each other's makeup. For her look, I chose silver, teal, and a bold red lip. And for me, she gave me a preen look, which is pink and green. And I feel like I have a ton of products out here, but we did pick a mostly full face. So that's probably why my desk right now kind of feels a little cluttered. But there's going to be a lot of really fun stuff, I think, that we're going to create with this today. So I think without much further ado, I'm just going to go ahead and jump into this video. The one thing that I do want to, like, she picked out a bunch of green and pink shadows for me. But I think what I want to do with it, so you guys kind of have an idea of what I do, like, and follow me along, is she picked a really bold, like, bright pink lip, which I've never tried before, but the color is so beautiful. But to kind of make sure that everything still blends together and nothing stands out like too much one way or the other, what I really want to do, I think, is we're going to do green all over the lids, and then we're going to do a pink lower lash line and inner corner and a green brow bone highlight. I kind of want green and pink everywhere. Does that make sense? I mean, basically, I want the colors to flow like all the way down my face. So that's the way I think I'm going to kind of blend it all. We're going to start, like, we're going to go green to pink. Okay, I zoomed you guys in pretty close today. I'm looking at the monitor. And, yeah, a little scary close. Like I said, I think I want to start with green all over the lids. I've primed and set my lids. I've done my brows. So we can just get right into this. The first shade that she picked, and I think the lightest green of them all, is in this Morphe 39A palette. This is the Dare to Create palette. I don't even know, can I get this? Yeah. And it's this shade right here. This is called Fickle. And I'm going to blow this shade out. I'm going to take this one like all the way up to the brow bone, because this one is going to be the shade that kind of helps blend all the greens together. So we're still going to need to see this peeking out a little bit even after the rest of the shades are down. Okay, I kind of feel like this shade is very like, it's like the Hulk, you know, it's like that kind of green. So I'm feeling very hulky right now. But the next shade that she picked is from the same palette, and it is just, I think, 2 over from the original one. This one here is called Pine, and I'm going to use this shade just to deepen up the crease a little bit, and I'm going to blend this in the outer corner here. I'm going to start deepening up this whole look. For the final matte green shade, Rachel chose this one here from the Jaclyn Hill and Morphe Vault. This is the Dark Magic palette. And she chose this really dark forest green here called Inside Job. And I'm going to use this shade to deepen up the outer V over here, because I'm going to do, I think, a half cut crease. So I want this to really have some depth over here. Okay, So like I mentioned, I wanted to do a half cut crease. So while I was finishing up that really deep shade on the outer corner, I went ahead and cut my crease, also because my camera decided it was about to turn off. In the places that I cut with the concealer, I want to go over them with the shade Lucky Clover here in the ABH Moonchild Glow Kit, and that is this one right here. And we're going to place this all over the area that we cut with the concealer. The contrast between these two colors is pretty stark. So I'm going to take that same brush that I used to apply the dark shade in the outer corner, and I'm going to just kind of go between these two gently to feather them out and blend them into each other a little bit better. Normally when I come back on camera after having done my face makeup, that's why I do my face makeup, it's usually done. But this time, Rachel picked out some of the products on for the rest of my face to kind of match the eyes. So before I go ahead and finish up the lower lash line, and with a special little surprise, I'm going to go ahead and use my blush now since I've done my bronzer, and the next step for me would be blush. Rachel picked this gorgeous color in this Milani trio here, and she picked this middle one. Okay, she really did great with this shade. This is so pretty. Next for me would be highlight, and she also picked one of those. So the highlight, I think I've already mentioned it because I already used it. She chose Lucky Clover in the Anastasia Beverly Hills Moonchild Glow Kit, which is this one right here. Time to glow, baby. And since I already have the Moonchild palette open, I'm going to go ahead and dip back into it. I'm going to take my little pencil brush here, and I'm going to finish off the brow bone with this green highlight. Now on to the lower lash line. So like I said, I wanted to go green to pink. So the lower lash line is going to be a really intense, beautiful pink. And the one that she chose is in the Juvia's Place Masquerade palette. And this is actually the first time that I am using this palette. It just came in when we were talking about this. So this shade is called Bori. And this is the one that we're going to be using on the lower lash line. Okay, so I have a little bit of Bori here on this tiny little brush. And I'm going to run this on the lower lash line. And I'm going to kind of keep it messy. It doesn't have to be like really, really exact or perfect or anything. And finally, the last eyeshadow shade that she picked is Candy Floss here in the Jeffree Star Blood Sugar palette. And I am going to dab this shade right here on the inner corner. Okay, so before I get to the lips, she also chose this chunky green glitter, and for the longest time I just kind of stared at it and I was like, what do I do with you? But when I looked more closely at the glitter, I realized that it's green with a pink shift. So I don't know if she knew or not, but she chose these colors so perfectly. I'm gonna do something a little different with these, something I've never done, and hopefully it turns out okay. But I just put a little bit of my NYX glitter primer on the back of my hand, and I think I might actually need like a tiny brush for this. I'm not sure. Okay, so this is just a liner brush that I don't really use, and I'm gonna dab this into the glitter glue here on the back of my hand, and I'm going to put a few dots of this glitter glue right along where I cut this edge. I wasn't going to cut the edge until I figured out what to do with this glitter. So I used a makeup wipe and some concealer and just made a line, basically. Alright, so I did 4 dots of glitter glue here. I don't know if you can see it that well, but there's 4. And now, somehow, I'm going to have to fish out these big pieces of glitter. Oh, here we go. And one by one, I am going to stick them. Oh, no, this isn't working. Alright, I really like how this turned out. Actually, so 3 worked better. 4 was a little bit of a crowd there. But I like how it turned out, and you can see that it's kind of pink and green. Oh man, she did a good job. Before I go ahead and do my mascara and I throw on some lashes, the last part of this whole equation is the lips. And she chose the NARS Velvet Matte Lip Pencil in the shade Let's Go Crazy. And this is almost the exact same shade as Bori that I ran on my lower lash line. So let's give this a shot. Okay, y'all, and this is the finished look. I really don't know how she did what she did, but she picked all these items that just ended up going so well together. The lips actually turned out to be slightly different than the shadow, which I think is okay because, like I said, we were going green to pink, and it gradually got like a more intense pink as we got to the lips, so still kind of makes sense. But look at these, look at the eyes. I love them. And remember, like I mentioned, this was a collaboration, so I ended up picking some of her makeup as well. I think we picked the same things for each other. So I picked the eyes, the highlighter, the blush, the lips. So don't forget to go over to Rachel's channel, which is AchelTheGreat, and again, I'll have it down here for you guys, and check out her video as well and see what I picked out for her. And don't forget, if you guys like these videos, please give them a big thumbs up, and remember to subscribe by either clicking the button down below or the one up here in the corner before y'all leave. I hope you guys are having an awesome weekend, and I will catch you all in the next video. Bye, y'all.